if there is any set of code which is frequently used in multiple functionalities, then the repetitive code we are going to write in the helper. So let me explain you this. First, let me start creating a component here. Let me start creating a component. When you are creating a component, helper example. Now, in the helper example, I am creating a button here. Lightning component or lightning button, label equal to submit, on click c dot show. Lightning button, label, cancel, on click c dot call. There are two buttons what I have created. I am creating a controller here. Show and call me. Show and call me. Right. Now, my requirement is in both this code I am writing here alert alert call me. Now, what is the functionality I am doing here? Let me make it a simple one. For that matter, I will take where a value equal to 10, where b value equal to 10. So we are giving alert this is the total I have given. Let us say, so what is happening? If you are having a same repetitive code, if you are having a same repetitive code, then why you are writing twice? You can go to helper, invoke, I can give component event. Then instead of writing the functionality here, I am writing the functionality here. So what I am doing here, I am simply calling helper dot invoke component. It is not necessary that you have to pass event and component. Whichever the data you want to pass, you can pass it. I don't want an event here. Then go to lightning application. Example. forces theories. Look at this. I gave submit. Oops, there was a bug here. So what was the bug here? C dot show. I gave show here. Okay. The helper, what I wrote, invoke wallet. Okay. Go to the app and have a preview. Just need to refresh it. Call me total is not defined. Okay. There's a bug with the JavaScript function. We are not defined where total. I give C value. This is how we are getting total 20. Even you click on this, the same value. So when the same functionality is repeating, why you want to write the code twice? We can simply define them like a helper and invoke here. Right. Did you get my point? When there's any recursive code available, if there's any recursive code available, if there is any recursive code that is available, then instead of writing the code again and again, we're just putting the code in helper and using it. Right. Now let me give one more example. C dot show. Right. Then I'm giving a controller here. So then I have component event helper. Generally, what I want to do is I want to create two attributes here. Right. Please mute your mics. Pardon me. Come again. What is your query? Right. Now we gave this a value, b value. We want to perform the operation. Now go to the JavaScript. Here what I'm doing, read the value. Then I want to perform where c equal to plus b, or else I'll make it more some more interesting here. Instead of giving this, I'll make it as ID. ID. Now I'm giving here component dot find component dot find was this component file dot get value. Then whatever the value we are getting, we want to set it. Then the same program I'm going to repeat here. So if you observe this, whatever the value I entered, whatever the value I entered, whatever the value I entered in the input text box, the same value I want to read it, assign it to the attributes, then you want to calculate the value. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Right, sorry. Okay, now what was this? A value, B value, C value, reading the value and setting the value. Same thing I am handling here. We found out the total, and I am saying component dot set. This is how we are doing. If you look at this code, this part of the code is common in both the cases. This part of the code is common in both the cases. This part of the code is common in both the cases. So what I'm doing, I am defining a helper here. I'm defining a helper here. So whatever the common code is there, the code I'm reading, putting in helper. But this functionality require what? Component. Which component? So if I pass the component, from the component, if I pass the component, whichever the component you are passing, that component A value, that component B value, we are going to read it. So we have a helper method which will read the value of A based on ID, find the value of B based on ID, assign it to the attribute A value and B value. Go back to this. So what I was doing here, helper dot invoke. Now if you pass the component, whichever the component you have passed, from that component, based on the IDs, it is going to read the values, assign the values to the attributes. Now let us run like an application. Then I had some bug here. I guess I gave label. This is how we got it. And 10. This is how we got it. Now there's a bug. A value is not available. Why A value is not available? There's a bug with the helper. What was that? Component find dot get v dot value, component dot get v dot value, A value, b dot b value. So there's a bug here. Let us see what is the bug here. So C value equal to, sorry. Now I made a small mistake here. Their helper is read the value, set the value. Whatever the values you have set, I'm reading the value and calculating it. Go back here again. Refresh. So we're getting 10, 10. because we are reading the values based on the IDs. What you are supposed to do? Go to this. We are supposed to parse it here. Parse int of a value, because we read the values based on ID. This is how we got it. So what I have defined, the common code what you are finding in both the cases. The common code what you are finding in both the cases. The common code what we are finding in both the cases. That common code I am removing it. And I am using here helper. So this will avoid creating the same code again and again. This will avoid creating the code again and again. Right, boss? So basically the purpose of helper is, if any functionality is repeatedly used more than once, I can define it as a helper and I can use it, I can reuse it. If any functionality you are repeatedly using, instead of writing again and again, I can define like a helper and I can use it. Any query on this? Any query from anyone? Just calling a functionality with another functionality. Right. Right. Any query from anyone else? Okay. So let us look at the next functionality. Invoking a Visualforce page. Invoking a Lightning functionality within the Visualforce page. Invoking Lightning component within the Visualforce page. How to invoke Visualforce, how to invoke Lightning component within the Visualforce page. So let us look at this functionality now. So here we have Lightning out dependency, including the Lightning component within the Visualforce. Boss, if the application what you are creating Lightning, right now what we are doing, we are creating a Lightning application and we are getting a Lightning component and we are adding that Lightning component within the Lightning application and we are seeing it. We are creating a Lightning application and we are seeing it. Suppose if you want to use the same Lightning component within the, if you want to use the same Lightning component within the Visualforce page or outside the Visualforce page. When I say outside the Visualforce page, I am designing a AngularJS page. Within that AngularJS page, I want to include the Lightning component what we created. Whatever the Lightning component we have created in the Salesforce, this component I want to embed within the AngularJS page or within the PHP page or within the Heroku page or within the any third party application. The component what I have created, if you want to use this component anywhere outside the Lightning, when I say outside the Lightning, it can be a Visualforce page, it can be a node.js file, it can be AngularJS, it can be A or X or Y. If you want to use the Lightning component what we created outside the outside the Lightning, then we are supposed to go for Lightning out dependency. What is this Lightning out dependency? Let us start working on this. What is this Lightning out dependency? Look at this. we have a checkbox. If I enable this checkbox, this will implement an interface. Look at the point. It will have extends lightning out app. If this is extending a lightning out app, this application can be used outside the lightning. If I give Jira application extends lightning out app, this application can be included within the third party systems. That may be a Visualforce page or any third party system. Now, what is the component you want to use? C.show. Create a controller. Right. This is what we have created. Pardon me, come again. What is the query? Don't type the message, boss. Specify it. Okay. You want to say button label. Okay. Then we are done with this. Now let us go to the Visualforce page. Okay. What is the first line? If you want to use lightning application within the Visualforce page, if you want to use lightning application within the Visualforce page, we have to include lightning styles. I think critical notes is not available here. Let me show from my, yeah. Now we have the points here. Look at the point. So if you want to create, we are supposed to go with Apex include lightning. First, if you want to apply lightning within the Visualforce page, when I say Apex include lightning, whatever the CSS, whatever the JavaScript we are using, whatever the CSS, whatever the JavaScript we are using in the lightning, all of them can be included in the Visualforce page. When I say include lightning, whatever the JavaScript, whatever the CSS we are using in the lightning framework, automatically those will be included in the Visualforce page. That will be included within the Visualforce page. Whenever we want to include lightning CSS, lightning JavaScript within the Visualforce page, I have to include lightning. Apex include lightning. Okay, we are done with the first point. Second point. Now, if you are trying to use an application, as I told you, there are two things here. Extends lightning out app, other one is access should be global. Only global applications can be used. Only global applications can be used within the third party systems. Now extends lightning out app, so that we can use this in third party system. Now what we have? Jira dependency. Whatever the component you are giving here, that component will be dynamically created in the Visualforce page. So I want to create a component here. I'm making simple here, lightning button. Jira dependency resource equal to UI button. Okay, let me remove the JavaScript as of now. Okay. Look at the point. What is the name of this application? Name of my application is out underscore app underscore one. What is the name of the component? UI colon button. There are two things involved here. One is the application. In that application, what is the component that is dependent? Name of the application, and what is the component that is dependent? Name of the application and the component that is dependent. Name of the application and the component that is dependent. Right. Now let us see this. There are two functionalities available here. One is lightning use, lightning create. Lightning use, lightning create. Lightning use and lightning create. Somebody searched. Now, dollar lightning dot use. What is the name of the application? C colon out app 1. So in this dependency application, dollar lightning dot use, two parameters are there. First parameter, name of the application. Second parameter, the callback action. First parameter, name of the application. Second parameter, callback action. C colon out app 1. Then we had function. While you are creating a function, we need to understand the point here. In this lightning application, what we are using, whatever the dependency resource is there, that dependency resource I have to create here. In the lightning application, whatever the dependency resource is there, that dependency resource we want to create here. So how will you create? We already done creation of dynamic components. Do you remember that example? Creation of dynamic components, create component. If you remember well, we had already done $a dot create component, name of the component, okay, parameters, then parameters, element what we want to create. So let me give some basic idea. So how I'm creating? Okay, maybe I will try to type it to avoid confusion here. Just try to type it to avoid the confusion. Okay. In this application, create the dependent resource. What is the dependent resource we had? Name of the component which we are creating, UI colon button. So this is the dependent resource. What is the name of the resource? UI colon button. One of the standard component they are creating. First parameter. Second parameter, what are the parameters you want to pass? What is the parameter you want to pass? Label, submit. Third one, once you create this component, where you want to display this component? Whatever the component you have created, where you want to display? I want to display this component in the element whose ID is Satish. I want to display this component whose ID is Satish. Then once it is created, what you want to do with this? Once you create this, what you want to do with it? Callback action. Whatever the component you have created, what you want to do with this component? That's what we are calling here. If you want to check whether the component is created or not. If component is not equal to null, what you want to perform? It is up to your choice. Then go to the VF, have a preview. So I made one mistake here, which I not included in the script. So straight away we wrote the code, which was supposed to be within the script. Oops. There was a bug with this. Let me cross check. What is the bug? UI button, label, Satish, function. The functionality is closed. Component floor bracket closed. Script is closed, and we have given include lightning. What was the bug here? Okay. Let me cross check the error. Let me copy paste the code. Maybe some
After label
Line
okay.
should be calm.
Pardon me. Commas I have given. Let me cross check. Maybe a small error. Let me check it out. I don't want to spend the time on debugging. This I gave like small component like Satish I gave, and one script. And let me cross check whether globally was given here in the application. That leads to one of the error. This is one of the error. It should be a global before I make it live. That's the page. UI button. UI button. Name of the application C colon out underscore app underscore one function create component UI button parameters more script tags. I don't think there should be a script opening. Yeah, here the bug is one extra script was there. This is how we got. When you click on this, what is the action you want to perform? We can define it. When I click on this, what is the action you want to perform? We can write the code. So same thing, I'll make it a bit more interesting. So what I will do now, I'll create a component. So in this case, we may be not getting the proper look and feel. We are including this. We created, where was that? Lightning input label, lightning input label, lightning spell mistake. Okay. Then create this component as a dependency. How you create URA dependency resource equal to resource name. Lightning application. Access equal to and C resource equal to C colon name of the resource is VP component. This is how I create. So we are referring to the resource. Same we want to use in the VF page. Please mute your mic, comma. So please mute your mic. Chandrasekhar, mute your mic. So here we have Apex include lightning. We are including the lightning script, right? We have include lightning script. What is the first one we are supposed to use? Lightning dot use. Then component application name. What is the application name we have taken? VF underscore app underscore 2 function. So what we are doing? Lightning dot use. What is the lightning dot use? This will specify the name of the dependency app which we can use. The first functionality we have taken. What is the first functionality? Oops. What is the first functionality? Lightning dot use. Whatever the dependency app is there, the dependency app we want to remove it. Whatever the dependency app was there, that we want to use it. So we are taking dollar lightning dot use. Name of the dependency app and the functionality. Then we are going with the next one. In the callback action, what you are doing? Create component. What is the name of the component? C colon. The component name is VF component 1. Name of the component. Then we are going to create other functionality. What is the other functionality? Attributes. Right now for this component there are no attributes. I left it blank. And where you want to display, I gave ID of the element as 1. Then you want to give a callback action. You can define it. This is how we are giving. So where you want to display, the ID equal to 1. Right. Then we'll add some controllers to this component. First let us see the UI, then we'll add some things here. So enter name, enter age, and we got a submit button. Now we can go to this, set the attributes. Look at the point. I'm going for a component. I'm creating some attributes here. Here are attributes. Right. I'm giving value equal to v dot value equal to v dot h. Okay. Now, at the time of calling a component, you have created a VF component 1, you have created this component. That component will be coming here. So, what I was doing, component dot set v dot name set v dot age. So, what I am doing, you created a dynamic component, we are setting the values. So, go back to the component, load the page again. So, look at the page, we got name as Satish, age is 30. Now, what you can do, you can create a, we can create Visual Force page. We can read the values from the Visual Force page, set the values there. We can read the values from the Visual Force page, set the values there. Now, let us say I am giving here. Now, when I take this, what I can do, in this component I can read the value id equal to page, id equal to fm, then I have ename. So, how I can read, when you say scripting, where a value equal to component dot, so we can pass the values here. So, how can I pass it? I can give it like name equal to document dot get element by ID. This you cannot, you can use a regular general JavaScript functionality. Document dot get element by ID, page, form, ID, read the value. We can pass the values. Not only passing the value, if you want to perform any other operation also, we can do it. We are calling the component. Once a component is created, what is the action you want to perform, that I can define here. Once a component is created, what is the action that you want to perform, I can define here. So, if you look at this, page is a VF, but the look and feel is like a lightning. Page is a VF, but the look and feel is like a lightning. I'll create one more example to understand this functionality. I'll make it a bit complex here now. We got a basic structures. Now I'll make it a bit complex. I'll make it a bit complex. So let me take. First, I'll go with attribute. Euro attribute. We can apply the LDA services and everything. It's a component, so we can apply attribute. Okay, we can apply everything you want. Name equal to. So what should I do? A value type equal to teacher. Icon name. I'm giving box. I hope this already we have done number of times. Then we had lightning, label. This is what I created. Oops. Illegal string attribute value. Where was that? Label, action, line number 10. Label, it should click, right? On click. Okay. Now we'll try to apply CSS and so what we have here, width 400 pixel, pixel. This is what we have created: width, height, margin left, margin top, padding. Now, then for this component, I want to create some scripting also. Mixed expression, literal attribute value. Try retrieving. Where was that? Was attribute name. What was error? Cannot mix expression and literal string in attribute value. Try. Plus somewhere extra thing I have given. Where was that? C dot value. C dot on click. C dot show on click. C dot invoke. Label calculate. What was the bug here? Name seem okay. Label value v dot a value, v dot b value, v dot c value. Cross check box. There is some expression error here. Expression and literal string in attribute value. Attribute value I have taken type equal to name equal to a value, type equal to integer. In the value, I don't guess there is a mistake in the value actually. Is there any spelling mistake? Value equal to space here. Yeah, I have space here. See, Label was not found in the component card. Where was this title? This is not a label, this is a title. Okay, so go back to the controller, define it. So what was that? Show and invoke. Right. Invoke. Then. Just defining the functions here. Okay, so at the end of the game, what I created, a component I created where I'm taking the A value, B value, and C value. When you click on add and cancel, some action is going to perform. Now this I have to create as a dependency app. Lightning. Name of the app, outer dependency app. First point I have to make it global. Then URL dependency, resource equal to C colon VF component this what I have given. So how do you call it in the VF page? Visual Force page. First include the script, include lightning, then where you want to display, give the ID, script, and I have dollar lightning dot use. What is the component we have? C colon not component, what is application? Component underscore app underscore 3. Then I have callback action function. Then in this, what we are doing, create a component. How do you create? Dollar lightning dot create component. Name of the component, name of the component. Now, do you want to pass any parameters? It's your choice. I don't want to pass any parameters. I'm giving a blank. Where you want to display? In the element whose ID is 1. And what is the callback action? Function, component, the new component what we created. Then I'm giving cmp dot set Created a component and setting the value. Have a preview of this. Oops, there was a bug. Let us find out what is the mistake here. So what is the name of the component? VF component 3. One function lightning dot create include one. What was that one? ID I gave.
Close bracket.
Pardon me. What was the mistake here? Create. Let me give an alert and see whether the functionality was invoked or not. Function create component dependency did I create here? See. Let me verify. Okay. Attributes I don't need. ID I gave. Function CMP.
Close bracket. Close bracket. Here, bracket. Close.
Syntax of closing it, right? Right. This is the issue with the scripting format. Right. This is how we created a component. This was in the Visualforce page, but actually, this was in the Visualforce page, but actually, we have created a Lightning component. We are adding it to the Visualforce. So this is the quick structure of including. So whatever the functionality we are writing on the component like LDA service and everything will run as usual. But we are including that component in the VF page to get the same look and feel. Of Lightning. So this is the structure, boss. I hope everybody has followed these examples. Right. So we'll wind the session for the now. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow.